The shoulder's getting better. Still wake up some mornings, a little feel something a little bit, but it's getting better, and I'm gonna stay here until I'm 100% healthy.
How did the extra game go, and what was the gist that you caught?
Sorry, what was
How
the?
did the extra game
Yeah.
go, and what was the gist of the conversation?
It went well. What was the? Sorry, I don't know that word.
What was the message?
Oh, the message. Okay. Well, I basically talked to Steve and Phil every day, so it was nothing that we, haven't talked about before. Just, a little bit about the season, how they feel, how I felt. Just, talk just a little bit about everything, basically, and nothing.
I'm sorry. How you did feel through the season? Did you feel good?
I feel like we didn't do as good as we could have. I think our team was talented enough to make the playoffs, and we need to do that. And there's a lot of things that we could have done much better. That's how I feel about the season. But it's gonna be a good lesson for me, first season. Now going into the second season, I know what to expect and what's the goal.
Kristaps, what did you learn most about playing in the NBA this first year?
I think what's like stand out for me the most is the schedule. Just comparing to the European schedule that we had, playing one game a season, maybe two. A week. That really changes. You got 3-4 games a week every week, and how much you got to put into the recovery and how much you have to focus on that, on the getting rest and preparing yourself for the next game. That's the thing that like really hit me for real.
If you were to rate your rookie season, how would you rate yourself?
6.5.
Out of 10?
Yes.
Since we last talked to you, is there any more clarity about what you plan to do in the summer regarding the Olympics? I know I talked to you about it just like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Any difference?
No, nothing really has changed. My same. I'm thinking the same thing. My heart is saying, you should go and play for your country. You should represent your country. And at the same time, with my head, I'm understanding that this is a big off season for me, and I want to really work individually. So probably both things would be good for me, but I don't know. I have no idea what I'm gonna do yet. And just one day I'm thinking that, another day that. But what I really got to do is just sit down with my people and talk about it.
Chris, you put on, I think 11 pounds last offseason. What do you think is a realistic goal for this offseason? Do you have a number in mind?
We have a number, yeah. I think 12 pounds maybe would be like 12, maybe 15. No, 15, not 10 to 13 pounds. That would be the goal. But at the same time, I wanna put on the weight, but I wanna feel as quick, if not quicker and more athletic than I am right now. And that's the goal. That's why this offseason is so big for me.
What did you finish the season at,
232 more or less. So 245. That would be a good weight for me.
Was Kurt in the meeting with you guys?
No, it
Was
was
there any talk? Was there any? Did they ask you at all for input on
No.
coaching? Or?
Nope.
You talked about this being a disappointment without the playoffs. How interested are you to see what happens now, coach, free agency?
Yeah, this is going to be very interesting. I don't know what is going to happen. It's not in my hands. I'm not the one who makes the decisions. I can affect what I can affect. I can affect the way I play, and that's it. And what happened. But I'm going to be following closely what is going on, and I'm sure whatever something big is going to happen, if it happens, then they're going to let me know.
What types of things did you learn on the court? You talked about learning you need more rest off the court, but what did you learn about on the court, things you might need to get better at?
One more thing, like every night you have a really good, if not all-star coming at you, at the 4 position. You got to be ready every night to play. And if you don't show up, he's gonna kick your ass. That's how it is in this league. And that not only like physically you have to prepare, but mentally as well. And that's not easy.
KP, you've said several times, and I don't know if you're kind of mentally just keeping it in your mind because you're not ready to share it, but do you have a sense? Well, I know you have a sense, but are you comfortable sharing kind of what you want to work on or what you want to come back stronger at after assessing what you did in your rookie season?
There's a lot of things, yeah. I mean, number one is getting stronger, but not only like putting on weight and being big, but being more athletic, quicker, being able to guard smaller guys. When we switch, I want to be the guy who can be last quarter on the court as the 5 man and be able to guard everybody and switch with everybody. And that's how basketball is these days. And so it's going to be a lot of work, not only just putting on mass, but quickness, how I move my feet, how I run, and all that. So that's number one. And then obviously my skill set. For my skills, number one thing is the post game. And the triangle is going to be fundamental for me to be able to score in the post and be really aggressive and not only score but create situations for others while I'm in the post, if I'm dangerous. So that's another thing, and then there's everything else comes after that.
Did you get the sense that the triangle this is a system that you guys are going to continue to run, and this is a system you can learn?
I don't know about if we're doing it in the future, but if that's what it is now, I'm going to keep studying the triangle, keep thinking about how I can help others in the triangle. If that's a system, we got to be able to play in it and play better than we did. And just so everybody really needs to believe in it first, and that's the thing that we gotta focus on.
You think summer league you'll be playing summer league this year?
I don't know about the summer league. I would love to be there around. If they want me to play, I'll play. I'll have no problem with that. But yeah, I want to be there just to help the guys with the triangle. And I just love playing. I just love competing. I'm sure in June I'll be already missing basketball. So I'm gonna June or July, beginning of July. So I want to be there for sure.
Do you think this team can be a playoff team if they build around you and Carmelo this coming season?
We have to be a playoff team. I think that we have enough talent to do that. It's just in our hands. It's disappointing that we're at this point right now already. But the mentality going into the next season got to be that we are a playoff team and there's no other option. I'm maturing. I'm getting better, and that's going to help us a lot and help myself a lot. And so there's no other goal for us next season.
When you look back at the season, is there a moment that stands out in your mind?
Got to be my debut. The first time I stepped on an NBA floor, actually, official game, and we got the win. That was a special moment.
Kurt got better as a head coach as the weeks went along. What were your view on it?
I think it was really difficult for Kurt to come into that situation. So all my respect goes to him. The way he handled the situation and everything. And I think he got a better feel for us, and we got a better feel for him as the season went on. But yeah, it was just difficult for him to come in, at that moment in the middle of the season and take it over. It wasn't that easy. So he did a good job.
People look at you as future building block for this team. Are you comfortable reaching out to players and saying, come to New York, or are you too young for that? Is that not a rookie's?
I don't think I'm too young. I just don't have I'm not that close with anybody yet besides my teammates. Maybe there's some European guys, but once I feel comfortable enough, I feel I can do that, and I can maybe really, talk to somebody and bring him here that can help us. And that if that's in my hands, I'll try to do that. But for now, I think we're fine. Whatever, obviously, that's for management to do that part. That's not. I'm not recruiting players. I'm just doing my job, and I totally trust whatever the management does.
Do you think free agents would be attracted to play with you and Carmelo and to really good players like that?
I think if we show that we have ambitions and we want to do big things, that's going to attract people. And but it's not in my hands really. Like to bring somebody here. I know if somebody really wants to play here, they're gonna come and they're gonna. So I'll let Phil and Steve do that.
What do you think it's gonna be like in having experienced New York, adjusted to being here? What do you think the future is gonna be like for you?
In the future, it's gonna be like for me.
Just that you've gotten a taste of this place.
I mean, number one for me is always basketball. It's just what makes me happy is to win games, and that's it. Just win games, and so going to the next season, that's all I'm thinking about. Like, we want to win, we want to make it to the playoffs. We want to have a better season than we had this year, and then now I'm more comfortable living here, being here. I know the people around here. They know what kind of guy I am, and it just all got to come together, and we got to make big things happen.
Do you expect to work out a lot with Carmelo this summer? I know you talked about it a little bit. He'll be in Brazil for a while, but
Right.
do you expect that to?
Yeah, he's going to be busy for, with the national team. But yeah, whenever I can, whenever he wants me to work out with him, I'll be there. He has my number, so we can text and just make it happen whenever he's available. So I'm looking forward to that. There's a lot of things I can learn from him.
You're pretty sure that with all the talk about Carmelo in the future, you're pretty sure that you're going to be teammates with him next season?
I hope so, Mark. I hope so. But yeah, we. I don't know what he's thinking exactly, but I try to talk to him all the time, and I need him. He knows that, and I want to play with him in the future. And we gotta make big things happen together here in New York.
Chris, you came into the league with Jaren. How do you think he's progressed this year? He's done a lot of playing time of late, and maybe you guys, coming up together and being a good part of his future.
Yeah, we talk a lot, and I try to help him any way I could. Especially now that I was hurt, I was talking to him every game. He was playing a lot. Is that my phone? And so he's a guy who always wants to get better, who can be a really good player in this league, and he's always studying the game. That's what I love about him. He loves the game. He comes from like a basketball family, the same like I do, and just to see a guy like that, watching his minutes after every game, basically on the plane, that just shows that he cares and he wants to get better. And we have a lot of stuff to talk about together, and so yeah, I mean he's just gonna get better, and now you can with the minutes that he got, he actually showed that he's capable of doing big things on the floor.
Chris, I know you have to make a decision on the whole thing with your group, but do you want to play in the Olympics? Would it be a dream to play in the Olympics?
That would be the dream to play in the Olympics. You get that chance every 4 years, and especially for us, a small country like Latvia, if we made it to the Olympics, that would be a dream come true, regardless of what we did in the Olympics, just to be there, So that's why it's so hard for me, this decision, it's so hard. So yeah, I mean, that's something I really need to think about.
All right, guys.
Good?
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.